Man, sad news for Bill Cosby. He lost the appeal of the sexual assault conviction. He said he might sell minimal of his 10 years conviction. But Bill 82 right now, man. Yeah. So Bill Cosby lawyer had argued 8 issues on appeal, including the judge decisions to let prosecutor use portions of the disposition he gave in the accuser-related civil suit. The lawyer also argued that he had a binding promise from the former prosecutor that he would never be charged in the case and could testify freely at his disposition. An accuser, uh, Andrew Andrews Constantine, related lawsuit. The appeal court rejected those arguments and upheld the judge's classification of Cosby as a sexual violent predator. Cosby, 82, can now ask the state Supreme Court to consider his appeal. The long married Cosby, once beloved as the American Dad for his TV role as Dr. Cliff Huxtable and on the hugely popular sitcom The Cosby Show, had denied having sexual contact with a screens of young women, many of whom came to him for career advice and took alcohol and pills he offered them. Damn, Bill. After the ruling, Cosby's spokesman accused the appeal court of failing to properly review the case and repeatedly long-standing attack made by Cosby's wife and others on the court system. They quote, "We're not shocked because it showed the world that this isn't about justice, but this is a political scam to destroy the American dad. However, they will not stop us and we will prevail in the state Supreme Court," spokesman Andrew White said in a statement. Mr. Cosby remained hopeful and he stands behind his innocence. Cosby had been serving a 3 to 10 year prison term for the 2004 encounter at his suburban Philadelphia home, which he deemed consensual. He was arrested a decade later after the federal judge unsealed a portion of the uh, uh, God, I said it 3 times already. At the request of the Social Press, and a new prosecutor reopened the come the case. Disposition, not disposition. The Supreme Court panel in the argument in Hillsborough in August asked why Cosby lawyer didn't get a written immunity agreement and have it approved by the judge instead of relying on the oral promise. He quote, "This is not a low budget operation we are operating here. They had an unlimited budget," said Supreme Court Judge John T. Bender, who questioned whether any court would have approved the deal. Judge Steve O'Neill's decision to let the other accuser testify came after more than 60 women accused Cosby of sexual misconduct. Prosecutor asked to call 19 of them. Supreme Court Judge John Bender appeared to agree with O'Neill's logic and letting some take the stand. Quote, "The reality of this of is he get them drugs and he sexual assault them. In 4 out of 5, those were minor situations," Bender said. Okay, I'm done reading. Bill Cosby lost the appeal court. And he think that people, the reason he didn't get a fair hearing because, they his family them called out the people saying like this ain't fair, you gonna wait 19 and a half years and then you're gonna try to call yourself prosecuting him before the statute of limitation run out. And then Cops are 82. When did he go to prison? Oh, no, I should have read it, huh? But I know he been in there 2 years. So he got 3 to 10 years. So the parole board can let him out on his third year. But according to some articles that spoke on, according to some of the articles that allegedly spoke to some of the prisoners, they were saying how they felt that Cosby is one of the. They're proud to have Cosby there, but they shocked that he there. They say they go to him for advice, and they respect him. They call him a OG. Original gangster. But they said Cosby be speaking to the inmates and be out there working out and stuff like that. They said Bill down to 187 pounds. You know, some people think it's a conspiracy. They think that Bill got arrested because he was trying to buy NBC. He'd be one of the first black owned major network. That was some people think. You know, it's hard to prove that. Right? It's hard to prove that. It goes to show you, it don't matter how much charity you do for these people, how much you give back, how many scholarships you don't gave. When they want you, they're gonna get you. And then they had the nerve to say Bill Cosby is the first actor to be convicted in the Me Too era. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have much to say about this. I just, wanted to come to you and let y'all know that Bill had been denied. Wow. I just seen this. Officer killed in New Jersey standoff and 3 people wounded. Oh, wait a minute. Give you a little short read on this. I'll show you. It said wait. A police officer and multiple others were killed. Oh, multiple others was killed in a shooting in Jersey City Tuesday. The authorities say it's not believed to have been a terrorist attack. One officer was pronounced dead at the hospital, and multiple other people were found dead at the scene. Mayor Stephen Filippo said without indication how many was killed. A second officer was struck in the shoulder by a gunfire, and 2 others was injured by shrapnels. They said the nearby Scare Hart School was put on lockdown, but all staff and students were safe, according to the statement from the uh, news. It said heavy gunfire ranged out over the course of at least an hour along a major thoroughfare. Wow. It says SWAT team, state police, and federal agents respond to the scene, and the police blocked off the area, which, in addition to the school, has some stores, a kosher supermarket, and a hairstylist. So our thought and prayers are with the men and women of Jersey City Police Department, especially with the officers shot during the standoff, and with the resident and the school children currently on lockdown. Democrat Governor Phil Murphy said, I have very confidence in our law enforcement professionals and to ensure the safety of the community and restore the situation. Loud volley, loud volumes of gunfire could be heard at a regular intervene for society around 2 p.m. in the city. It is just across the Hudson River from Manhattan, and it's New Jersey's second largest city after Newark. Dozens of bystanders pressed against the police barrier to film the actions on cell phone. Some whipping, whipping when gunfire burst through the air. One pedestrian. I could hear the gunshot. It's like firecrackers coming off, going off. They were shooting like crazy about an hour ago. Then it stopped for like 20 to 30 minutes. The cops were clearing everyone off the street, said Pat Lee. They said the Bureau of Alcohol and Tobacco and Firearm and Explosives said it was responding. The New York Police Department sent emergency service personnel and enforced counterterrorism until it was monitoring the situation. So I don't know, have the thing, I don't know, have it been solved or not? I don't know if it been solved or not. Had the person been? They ain't seen nobody been arrested for the shooting up in New Jersey. But like I said, so all right. I'm about to play this article right good. Right now, it just one article you can read. Ain't nobody ain't speaking on it. Yeah, I thought they gonna say some commentating, but they just playing the music and uh showing some words on the bottom of it. Oh, here goes some of the gunfire. In the video, they're showing that SWAT team uh heading to the scene. Right now, we don't have no further information. Who is it? They said I don't believe it's a terrorist attack, but they said last weekend.
We're continuing to follow this development out of Jersey City. There's brand new information now in this active shooter situation. This is right across the river from Manhattan in Jersey City, New Jersey. Brian Yennis was there on the scene within the hour of when it first happened. Brian, what's the update?
Dana, a federal law enforcement source now tells me that both active shooters are now down. One was hit in the leg. The SWAT teams, the armored teams have been responding here for an hour, and now we know that both active shooters are now down. The extent of their injuries, we do not know. We can also now tell you that there is potentially a third active shooter that is involved in this. They are now searching the school across from where this bodega was, looking for a potential third suspect, a man inside of the Sacred Heart School. So that is the situation right now. From what I can gather from this federal law enforcement source, this started with these armed people dressed in black entering a bodega. At some point, the four people inside were held hostage. Those two suspects fled the store, went into the cemetery, and they got into a firefight with an officer who was then hit. There are two police officers who have been hit with gunfire in this situation. I do not know what what their conditions are. But as soon as they ran into the cemetery, they then ran back towards the bodega, and that is where this firefight has been ensuing. And now new information from the source that they are now looking for potentially a third suspect who could be in that school across from the bodega. This source tells me that there are children inside of that school. It's not to sound alarming, but this is what they are now looking at. This is what I have been told from this federal law enforcement source who is here on the scene. FBI Newark is here. The NYPD is here. We know that air assets have been utilized to try to find these suspects. And now, again, both potential active shooters have been taken down, and 2 officers have been hit in this thus far.
How you doing?
As for that potential device that was inside of that bodega, that pot, they are treating it as a potential device. We don't know whether or not it is, but that is how they are treating it as such, as a suspicious device. And we will let you know as soon as we hear. But this has been a very active scene. This source tells me that they've had at least 20 gunshots heard from their radios during this process. Dana.
Brian, we do know that President Trump has been briefed about this unfolding situation, so he is well aware of it. As you said, you've been talking to federal law enforcement as well. 2 questions. Do we have any idea on the condition of the undercover officer, or 2, I think that you said that were shot?
Yeah, I have not been told anything about the condition of the 2 officers thus far. As soon as I get word about the condition of the 2 officers, I'll let you know. As for the 2 active shooters that have been taken down at this point, I know that at least one was shot in the leg. I do not know the condition of either of those suspects.
All right, well, you let us know as soon as you do. We hope that they are all right. Brian Yanis, thank you.
Yeah.
To believe.
Wow. All right. Rest in peace to the people who got killed though. They're in New Jersey. Rest in peace to the officer. You know, terrible situation. I know there's multiple civilians dead after the massive gun battle. Wow. And for the one who don't know what a bodega is, bodega ain't that for a grocery store. I don't know why they call it a bodega. All right, then. Thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna get off. I'm not rubbing a booger. It's just with the bridge of my nose itching, irritating. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, tell somebody. And the person who wrote me, I'm glad you wrote, but I don't speak Spanish. I can't read Spanish neither. I'll be straight up with you. I thought I had my translator on. Let me see that. Nope. I don't have my translator. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bill Cosby got denied and murder shootout over there in New Jersey. I'll talk to you later. Have a good night. Well, have a good day.